Okay, guys, welcome to the workshop. It's story time. Haven't done a story in a long time. It's a good night for it. This story started 2008 and finished a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. In 2008, I went to Canada to get a visa to go to Brazil, to work in Brazil. I had to go to Toronto to the Brazilian embassy or consulate to get it. So I fly all the way to Canada, get to Toronto. By the time I got there, I had emails from the boss and one from a guy, somebody outside on the road here, and one from a guy that had just done it, both saying I need to find an agent, a local agent, in order to make this happen. I had less than a week. I think it was 5 or 6 days. I think it was 5 days, one business week, to get it done. 5 business days, because my plane ticket was already paid for and I was needed on the job. So I called an agent, the one that was recommended. They said no way. Not gonna happen. Takes at least 2 weeks, maybe a month, in order to get this visa. Like, well, I don't have a month. I said, well, too bad for you. That's what it takes. So, called the boss up. The boss was in Houston, and told him. And he's like, well, that sucks. What are we going to do now? I'm like, well, I'm only a 10-minute walk from the consulate. Yeah, come on, sit down. I may as well go in there and see what they say. Came all this way, can't quit, because one person said, they wouldn't even take my money. So he's like, yeah, I may as well try. So I went in there and talked to the first lady that I came to. There was nobody there, just the one lady that was working there, I believe it was. No line or anything like that. I had to wait for it to open. It was lunch time. Yeah, I think it was after lunch. And explained to her what I needed and when I needed it and everything like that. And she said, no, you can't do it. It won't work. It's not going to happen. I'm like, well, can I pay an extra fee? Is there a way to rush it through? Is there anything we can do? And she's like, nope. Nothing. Out of luck. So I explained everything. Look, I have my plane tickets. I had on this date, which was I think 5 business days, like I said, away. I had to fly to Houston, and then that night I get into Houston one night. The next night I had a late night flight. I think it was midnight or something like that, to fly to Brazil. She's like, yeah, but it's not going to happen. You're not going to Brazil. And then some guy walked by and she said, you want to take a look at this? Maybe you can help him out. And he was some big boss. I don't know how high up the chain he was in Toronto, but he was higher up than that lady. And we went into his office, sat down, and he looked at all the paperwork, and I told him the story again. Why I'm going there, I didn't hide nothing. Straight up, here's my flight itinerary, which I had printed out. And I said I can skip Houston, but that flight to Brazil is a pretty expensive one. And they're expecting me, it's going to hold up the job if I can't go. And he thought about it for a bit, and he's like, well, I can try. I can't make you any promises, though. Like, well, I understand that, but I need something, I need to know there's a chance. He's like, well, you come in the morning of the night. You know, I was supposed to had a late afternoon flight to Houston. You come in that morning, and maybe it'll be done. I said, but I'm not making any promises. And I left there with a very mixed feeling. Like, you know, what's going to happen? Didn't know. Didn't have a clue. I thought I was going to be booking a flight back to Thailand. So, my week went by, whatever it was, because there was a weekend involved. Dude, come on, be good. And did a bunch of online work, reviewing the issues that was happening on the project that I was going to. I said it had been going for a long time and it had a lot of problems. And killed time like that, you know. Not much you can do sitting in a hotel. Walked the city a lot. Did a bunch of stuff. Went to a baseball game. Ate some lobster. Basically just killed time. But when the morning came that I was supposed to go in there, I'm up early, bright and early. And the hotel I was staying at, it was $45 for bacon and eggs. But there was a Greasy Spoon around the corner that sold bacon, eggs, ash browns, coffee, tea for $6. So I never tried the one at the hotel for $45. I went to the Greasy Spoon around the corner for $6. So I went there, had my breakfast. It's still early, you know, like 7 o'clock or something. So I went out and just walked. And walked and walked and walked. And this was in August, I think it was. Not 100% sure. I think it was in August. Might have been September, but it was cold. It was a wet, miserable morning. Cold for me, you know. And I walked the streets of downtown Toronto and said good morning to every person that I walked past. Didn't stop, just kept on walking, said good morning. And the only people that said good morning back to me was the 3 or 4 Africans that I saw. And they were just as cold as me. But they all said good morning, every one of them. And when I saw them one at a time, it's not like it was a group and anything like that. They all said good morning. All the other people I passed didn't even look in my direction as if I wasn't even there, you know, typical city life. And I'm just, you know, it just, what is wrong with people? You know, you can't even nod in the general direction of the person that said good morning to you. Wouldn't ask them for a conversation, just being nice, you know. So, about 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago, early in the morning, I'm in Royette. It's just an hour from here in the city. I'm walking around with my camera, taking pictures. Take a relax. And I'm doing the same thing. Every person I see, I say good morning to. You know, in Thai. And as soon as Thai people see the camera, they want me to take pictures of them, take pictures of what they're doing. Ended up with a lot of pictures, but everybody acknowledged, you know, good morning or something. And just before I get back to my truck, I walked a long time, over an hour. And just before I got back to my truck, I walked past this white guy, I assume European. Not 100% sure on that, but that was my impression, was European. With a Thai wife and a kid, maybe 8 or 10 years old, boy. And I said good morning to the guy, and behind him was the wife and the kid, and I said good morning to them in Thai. And didn't even acknowledge I was in the world, either one of them. And that's what got me thinking about the time in Toronto. Maybe they were from Toronto, I don't know. But all the people I ran into that morning, and there was a lot. You know, any city in Thailand, you're going to see a lot of people, because people don't stay in the house in Thailand. They're out and about and they're doing stuff, sitting outside their place or whatever. Every one of them say good morning. Or got me to take a picture of what they were doing. I got some pretty cool food pictures. People cooking and stuff. And which was cool. But then I get to that guy, I couldn't believe it. Like, you can't even look in the general direction of somebody that spoke to you. You know? What's wrong with you? How rude can you be? I don't know, is it just cities? Is it just Western cities? I don't get it. I really don't get how people can be that, I don't know, into themselves, miserable, don't care what other people are doing. But that guy was, you know, head down, don't care about nothing else except for whatever's going on in his brain, which didn't look like much. Just rude, you know? Just rude. And there's no need of that. Humanity should be better, you know? That's why I like Thailand, that's why I like Asia. People are not like that generally. Of course, there's always some. If you stay in tourist areas, you're going to get more of that rude, unhappy Thai people. Saw it quite a lot in Chiang Mai, actually. Just people not happy. And that's very unusual for Thai people to be rude like that. But I could tell you some stories from Chiang Mai, and it's probably why so many people are thinking Thai people are not very nice. They spend too much time in the tourist areas or in downtown Toronto. Alright guys, well that's it. If someone says good morning to you, at least nod in their general direction. You know, don't need to strike up a conversation. Don't need to go giving them your phone number. Just say hello. Just say good morning. Just nod in their general direction. Don't be rude. No need of it. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Me and Dude Dick's going to finish our kombucha. Call it a night.